Hello and welcome to our short tour of the NextStepDMS product suite. We know how much pressure dealers are under to manage inventory, service customers, generate all your paperwork and reports, and keep costs down, and somehow show a profit. Most owners agree an efficient dealer management system saves them time and money by automating as many tasks as possible and streamlining operations. Tailored exclusively for the power sports industry, NextStepDMS is used by many of the most successful dealers and distributors in the U.S. With a successful track record spanning 15 years and one of the lowest price structures in the industry, it's no wonder we've become known as the biggest little DMS on the market. With many dealer management systems, you're stuck paying for everything. Add-on after add-on, the fees just keep on growing until you finally get the system you really need, or are forced to buy bundled features you don't need. NextStepDMS delivers all the tools needed for managing a growing, competitive, and successful power sports dealership at one low and all-inclusive, easy-to-manage price structure. And with 3 feature-rich modules to choose from, you can start with just the features your shop needs now and trade up when you're ready. NextStepDMS brings you all-in-one convenience in a user-friendly interface. Easy navigation from one main screen called the grid, powerful search capabilities, complete control of your inventory down to including units, customizable interactive management reports, guaranteed accurate estimates, profit details before, during, and after the sale, and current and past customer histories. It all starts with our famous single-screen grid navigation. With just one click, you can find the right part at the right time, track parts, inventory, service, sales, and much more. Stay up to date with vendor price files, cross-reference parts, automate your purchasing and reorder levels, create purchase orders, create estimates and work repair orders, find part numbers for older vintage bikes with our exclusive Quick Find feature. NextStepDMS saves you time and increases profitability. The system is easy to use, easy to upgrade for more features as you grow, easy to switch to from other, more expensive systems, and delivers world-class support and training. How soon after installation will you see a payback on your investment? How about with your first customer of the day? Let's take a look at a few simple scenarios to get an idea of what you can do with the biggest little DMS on the market. James just walked into our shop and needs a new saddlebag for his bike. He's chosen a rack bag from stock. We'll use NextStepDMS to look up and adjust the price if necessary. Then we'll take his payment and print the invoice. That was easy. Now let's try something a bit more complex. Say hello to Scott. Scott's a long-time customer and he's got a more complex set of needs. He owns several motorcycles, but today he's looking for a new fuel tank for his 1987 Harley-Davidson Sportster XLH100. This is a vintage bike and his part numbers may be difficult to locate, but that's no problem at all with NextStepDMS's Quick Find electronic parts catalog for vintage bikes. First, we'll find his part and his bike in Quick Find. There we go, but it's been discontinued. Let's cross-reference for other parts that might work. Now that might be more like it. We can review the price, adding adjustments as necessary. Now we'll select which of his bikes we're working on. Let's create the work order. We're going to calculate the labor, adjusting the rate if necessary. Let's even update the mileage to keep his history up to date. And let's run the transaction. Great. Once Scott leaves, we can create the purchase order by scanning for necessary special orders and order the part by phone, fax, or e-order. When the part arrives, we can receive the purchase order, distributing the part to inventory. Then fill the work repair order and call Scott when work is done. Scott's back to pick up his bike. Now we can run the final transaction by retrieving his work order and converting it to an invoice, collecting the payment, and printing his receipt. Now let's take a look at Nick. Nick is about to take a trip and needs 600 miles service on his 2010 Shadow VTX 1300C. As usual, we'll start by creating a new repair order, selecting the customer and his relevant information. and since it's a repetitive task, we're going to merge a previously created template. We'll review items from the merged template and adjust data if necessary. We're going to verify profitability with Profit Center, then collect as deposit, print, and send the job to the service department. Note that everything is in one place, right here. All the work is complete and Nick has come back in, but he doesn't have his paperwork. So we'll look up his work repair order, convert to an invoice, add any additional details of note, and process his payment. Not so complex. Let's look at one last customer. Nancy owns Nanuet Landscaping and is a longtime customer. With NextStepDMS, it's a snap to look up her history and know exactly who we're dealing with. Uh-oh, something's been flagged about this account. The blinking alert means there are some special notes. Notes and payment history tell the story. Nancy has a history of being demanding and making unjust returns. Plus, there are open estimates and open work repair orders. Not only that, but she owes us money from her last transaction. With NextStepDMS's help, we can make sure she pays that last bill before we sell her anything else. The day is almost over and the end is in sight, but our shop reviews sales and orders parts before we shut down, so let's start by scanning for items to be ordered. Now we'll open unordered purchase orders, adding part numbers as necessary. We'll confirm all the info, make changes or additions if we need to, place our order by phone, fax, or e-order, and save. We're done. It's time to close the shop and head for home. But first, we need to generate our reports for the day and see how we did. We can look at today's daily report, checking our receipts, balancing our drawer and credit card transactions, then print a hard copy for our records. While we're at it, we can check the activity summary to review work orders and invoices, including their profitability. All right, now we can shut down and go home. But of course, we need to make sure our data is safe. Fortunately, NextStepDMS automatically backs up all of our data to both local and remote drives every time we shut it down. In fact, for extra protection, we can even set up intraday backups for customizable control throughout the day, in case of power outages or freak accidents. It's time to call it a day and head for home. We'll do it all again tomorrow with the help of NextStepDMS. NextStepDMS lets you choose just the right level of control for you and your shop. The Bronze module delivers our basic management features. NextStepDMS Silver adds a full range of point-of-sale features, and our Gold Edition wraps everything up with in-depth inventory management controls. Just what you need now, just what you'll need then. Call us now toll-free at 866-756-6587. for a one-on-one discussion with a NextStepDMS sales representative. We'll discuss your shop's needs, determining which feature pack system is right for you now and which package will best suit your future. NextStepDMS. There's a reason we're called the biggest little DMS on the market.